Centrebacks. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872 here early on this Monday morning. A lot of people starting back to work. I've been working through the holiday period, alright? Banging out fids, left, right, good night. You know what I mean? But I do feel for people starting back to work, school, whatever. Today, it's brutal, especially after a nice wee toasty 2 weeks off. But the reality is, Rangers can't afford any more days off. Alright, that draw yesterday was disgraceful, and you know what? I'm definitely going to do a live stream later talking about that game and the repercussions and all that stuff. But let's talk about the centre backs for this video, right? Balogun out, Suter out, Proper will miss not the Dundee game, but he will miss the St Johnstone game, which is unfortunate. Sterling is injured, so I'm looking at the two centre back positions. It's probably going to be King and Proper against Dundee, which is honestly the stuff of nightmares. And then against St Johnstone, it's probably going to be Nansala and King, which here, I've honestly got no complaints about. You know why? Because I've been calling for those two to start, just due to how bad Proper's been. And you know what? Let's just address this defence, right? We need to play a style of football that suits when your defence is shit. It worked against Celtic, and for 25 minutes against Hibs, it worked, right? And it works in Europe to a degree. Our defence, when you've got two diddy fullbacks, right? A right back playing centre back who's got no heading ability, and Robin Proper. You need to play the way we did against Celtic and the way we did against Hibs at the beginning. Because without that, you're going to fight pressure, things are going to get physical, and arses are going to fold. And that's exactly what happened yesterday, and that's what's so frustrating. Like, and, people can sit here and discuss, right, whether yesterday was on the players or it's on the manager. Because there was a switch get flipped at 2-0, and I think it's on the manager. We've seen it in recent weeks, right, against St Mirren. We draw, we get back to drawing with them, right, and the intensity just dropped. It's like we didn't want the winner. You know, it was incredible. Then against Motherwell, 2-0 down. We absolutely bombard them. We get 2 goals, bring it back to 2 each, and then what happens? We sit off them. The same against Hibs. We go 2-0 up, we sit off them instead of going for the jugular. Now, there is a difference between going 2-0 up and, being 2-0 2 each, right? But the reality is, with 2 each, it's fucking more of an incentive to go and still grab the game. At 2-0, it's unforgivable still. But at the same time, it's like there's now a trend with this team where they don't have that cutting edge. Like, we had it against Celtic, don't get me wrong, but the problem with the cutting edge hasn't really been Ibrox. The home record's fine for me. I've got no issue with our home record this season. You know what I mean? Obviously, the Dundee United draw, right? But you're going to draw games. You're going to drop points. Even the best teams drop points for. You know what I mean? We dropped points during 55. We drew 4 games. I mean, you can't. I mean, it is literally near on impossible to win every single game of football that you play in a league season. Things are going to happen, right? But see the away form, man. 12 points out of 30. That's disgusting. And it seems to be away from home or arse goes. I don't know. It should make a difference, man, with our budget. It's pathetic. But speaking of our budget, right, we've spent a lot of time talking about centre backs in this video. Obviously, we've got a lot of injuries / suspensions coming up. I'm seeing the rumours, right? Johnny Evans. Would I take Johnny? Of course I'd take Johnny Evans, but he's going to be on a decent wage. I think he'd fit like a glove, to be honest. I've seen rumours. I don't think there's any truth in this about Harry Maguire joining us. I mean, as bad as I think Harry Maguire is, right, and much of a flop sign he's been at United, he would obviously improve this Rangers defence, but it's not going to happen, right? It's obviously not going to happen. But, yeah, we've seen his miss yesterday. God, I wanted United to beat Liverpool. It's funny, I either wanted Liverpool to win about 8-0, because I bet 8-0, or I wanted United to beat them. Keep that Premier League race interesting, you know what I mean? But Maguire fluffed his lines and fucking booted it right into the cop end. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Wasn't even the cop end, that's the other side, isn't it? Anyway, doesn't really matter. Who cares? But I look down this league and I'm like, there's so many centre backs in this league that could do a job. I'm seeing people speak about Gogic. Why not sign Gogic on a cheap deal? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the guy's a fucking madman. He dives into tackles, man. He fucking snaps people. We need somebody. We need somebody physical that understands the Scottish game. Yeah, it might not be pretty on the eye, but fuck pretty on the eye. You know what I mean? Sick of signing guys for like Europe or the English Championship, and then they come up here. Oh, this wasn't what I expected. I expected to steamroll this. We need to sign people in this league. You know what I mean? Like it's like Lewis Mayo. Like, why do we ever let him go? You know what I mean? We ran out of Mayo. We wanted Mayo, we ran out. I mean, they're not players, right, that are ever going to be the greatest centre backs on God's bloody earth. But come on, we need to sign centre backs, guys, and we need to look at our own league. Get the cheap options from our own league, guys that get this game. Because for too long we've signed players that don't. Centre back, guys. Centre back crisis. Who do we sign? Leave it down below. Do you go to the Premier League? Do you go for a wee cheeky loan deal, or do you go for the bread and butter at home? Let me know.